trying to be nice about it because they told me I need to behave. Wow, and I'm loud and you can't hear me? Thank you.
You got the volume up, Mark?
Well, my name is Ernestine Holloway. Hello, everybody. And I'm a supporter of the police department. I don't believe we should be defunding no police department. That's just ridiculous. It's ludicrous and stupid. I don't know who thought that would be okay, but it's not okay. Is it 100% perfect? No, no one is, and no department is. But I know this, when I get in trouble, I don't want to see a damn social worker. If somebody's robbing me, I don't want to see a social worker. That's just the bottom line to it. I will say this, I watched a video the other day before I got the phone call to come. And what the video was about, you go to YouTube, you find anything. And what they did was they asked all the liberals what they thought about the police department, and they said defund it. So then they went into Harlem, and they asked all the black people, do you want to defund the police? And they was like, hell no. So I laughed. So you can't believe what you see on TV. You gotta stand for what's right, and what's righteous, what's true. 95% of our police officers are really great guys. I could tell you all the police officers that grabbed my collar and took me home when I was younger. And I'm not going to tell you about them stories. But I do know this. They were examples to me. Before I became a reverend, I wanted to become a police officer. So our summer youth employment is about going into careers that you want to go into. So I worked at the 7-0, the 9-0, the 7-7, and the 8-3. My goal was to become a police officer until God said otherwise. And I thought they were the most friendliest people. Were they hard? Yes. Did they make us obey the laws? Yes. Because we were some little criminals. But you know what? I could tell you every community officer that I had. I remember their names. I remember Rivera. I remember Kojak. I remember Turner. I remember Mark Martin. I know them by name. So if we want to do anything, we need to get it right. We need to return back to community policing, because I don't know who thought it was okay to take it. I don't know who idea was it to say that we're going to put social workers instead of police officers. I don't know who came up with this idea. But I do know this. We got a rotten governor. And if you got a leader that can't support your police, you got a problem. He got to go. And it was a problem when he put Black Lives Matter flag on the Capitol. That's when you really should have said he got to go. I'm an African American, and I do not support Black Lives Matter. I do not like what they do to police officers and to people. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not what liberty and justice is supposed to be. I don't get it. I'm a little flabbergasted and lost in this. But here's the deal. This is where I hold the people responsible, because you all put them in there. So all these Democrats that are in office that want to get rid of the police and defund them, we put them in there. Well, not me, because I ain't vote for them. So what we need to do is change the narrative. Change who we put in office so they can support our police officers. Because if you ask me, I don't think they get enough money. I've seen some of the stuff that they got to deal with. So I've seen the backlash. And what I often ask people is, so when you call the police, who do you want to come? And they all get quiet. Well, we haven't thought that far. Well, hello, then that's just stupid then. You didn't think it out. I'm from the inner city. And I just can't imagine in the middle of a shootout a social worker showing up. And if you live in Hartford, you damn sure don't want a social worker showing up. You want the police to come. So I don't get this. So that's why when he said, would you come and speak for me? I said, I'm going to be way across the other side of town, but it'd be a privilege and an honor. Because you guys serve us with your heart, your soul, your family, Your families give a lot. Because some days you don't know if you're going to come home. So how could we ask them to give of their lives, their heart and their soul to a job, and then we're going to cut them? I know anybody that cut me, I don't want to work for. So how do we ask them to give us 100% and we won't give them 100%? How do we ask them to go on a job that's dangerous and not support them? Now, do Black Lives Matter? Absolutely. So does Blue Lives Matter. So does Purple Lives Matter, and any other color that you may want to be. Because in this day in society, you never know. But you are the heart and the forefront of our protection. There's the military, and then it's you. So without no you, what do we have? Lawlessness. They show it to you enough on TV. Now, I've been in a couple of marches, a whole lot of them to tell the truth. But I've never looted. I've never stolen anything. I've never broke windows. I've never hurt a police officer. I've never gotten in their face and said anything like I hear today. There's such disrespect and the rudeness. It's just not okay. And I can't go along with it. And what somebody said was, Black Lives Matter gonna pick at you. I tell them, bring it on. I'm a big girl. I don't think they want to come to my house anyway. But you will never hear this girl say, defund the police. You will never hear me say that. And the average black person will not say that either. So stop watching TV and stop believing Fox, NBC, ABC, Ted Turner Network. No, that's not the average American. The average American believes in liberty, justice, and the American way. That's our belief. That's our Constitution. And that's what we stand on. And if we don't fight for this today, what else are they going to defund? See, because I saw this coming when they went after the 2A people. Then they went after the mama bears and their little kids. And I said, who are they going to go after next? And I was privileged to a meeting, and I said, oh God, they're going to pick on either the fire department or the police department. And I was right. They went after the police department. And I said to them, I didn't think it was a good idea then, and I don't think it's a good idea now. If anything, we need to return back to what worked. When the officer knew everybody in the community. When they walked the beat and everybody knew. So-and-so was on and then nothing happened. I grew up in housing, so I went back a couple of months ago. And it's this officer we call Pac-Man. For whatever reason, I think that's just his nickname. And it's a crime-ridden area. But it was so quiet and so good, I said, Pac-Man must be here. My mother said, what? I said, Pac-Man must be here. She said, why do you say that? Go outside. He goes, hey, Ernestine, how you doing? I said, Pac-Man, no wonder why it ain't crazy around here. He said, because I know the neighborhood, and I know how to speak to people, and I'm honest with them. Don't make me do no overtime, so don't do nothing crazy. But that's the respect between the community and the police. And what this governor has done was let a terrorist organization dictate what he should do. Now, if you haven't seen my video, and I gotta laugh about it now because I finally watched it. The governor said something yesterday, and we need to hold him accountable. We put him in there. Well, not me. Hold him accountable. We are the people. He don't get to dictate to us what he thinks that we should do. We need to dictate to him. And guess what? We need to be in Hartford when they have their rally. We need to be there. We need to be, as we say in the hood, knee deep up in Hartford. That means a lot of people for those of y'all that don't know. We need to be knee deep up in Hartford and show them that you will not divide this country. You will not divide the police. You will not divide a neighborhood. That will not be allowed Because the moment we say no, that is not going to happen, they won't do it. So I need all of y'all, when they have their next rally in Hartford, I need you to take a day off. I know COVID, I get it. I need you to take a day off and say that I'm going to support the police officers. Because they are the heart of your community. They're the ones who store. When craziness is coming along, they're the ones who break it up. So how could we not want to support them? How could we not want to stand by them? And I'm not talking about all the Facebook wonders that are on there talking about, yeah, I got you, I support you, and woo, woo, woo. No. I want you to show up. It's time that we talk the talk and walk the walk. See, the reason why the governor does what he do, because we're just a bunch of talkers. Some of us, anyway. I need you to stop talking, and I need you to show up. I need you to say, well, if we got to take our petitions, and if we got to march, because one thing the Democrats got, and they do that we don't do, the Republicans, the Libertarians, the Right to Life, we the people, it's just too many damn of us. What they've done was they learned how to march. They learned how to stand up. Even though it's not right what they're doing, they draw the crowds to come and march and come out. So we need to do the same thing. We need to say, yes, this is what you're going to do, and this is what we're going to do. No, you're not going to do this, because united we stand and divided we will not fall. So I need you to come out. I need you to get from behind them daggone computers, them laptops, them cell phones, whatever the heck they call it these days, because I'm an old-fashioned girl. I believe in the telephone. Get off the telephone and come to the rally. I need you to show up to support them. They show up every day at work. They come in, they do their tours. And I'm not going to say it's easy, because I rode in the car. I was like, Jesus, have mercy. But they show up every day. So we need to show up for them. We need to show them that we love and support them. And not by verbal, but by action. You know, we say action speaks louder than words. So I don't need your words, I need your actions. I need your bodies and your feet up in Hartford. And so when them senators and them state reps and the city council decide that they want to defund something, let's defund them. Yeah. Tell them, give up some of their money. How you go in broke and then you're millionaires. So give up some of your money. Let's defund what you do. You take a pay cut and see how it feels. You want them to take a pay cut? And then you go get rid of the detective unit, the plainclothes unit. The ones that hold the city together are the ones that are cut. That don't make sense to me. So what you did was you got a governor that's a moron, some bunch of mayors that are morons, and think they know what they're doing. I know I'm going to get in trouble. But it's the truth. They think they know what they're doing. So what you ask them is, so if we do this, what's your plan? And all of them will say, we didn't think that far. Oh, really? So you want to defund the police and you ain't got a plan? That's just like dumb. That's just like putting the cart before the horse. That's just like being a little bit pregnant. Ain't no such thing. I can't believe I said that. But I want to say to you, it's your responsibility. They show up for work. We need to show up for work. We need to put on our big girl drawers, big boy drawers, and say, you know what? The Constitution comes first. You don't get to violate us. You don't get to tell us this is what you're going to do. We get to tell you this is what you're going to do. Your votes matter. Your voice matter. Your feet matters. Knocking on doors matters. You know, I'm a Republican, and I know I catch a lot of flack about being an African-American Republican, but this is what I told them. When are we going to speak up? When are we going to say, no, we're not with defunding the police? But this is one black Republican that's saying, hell no, you're not going to defund the police, not on my watch. As long as God give me breath, that's not going to happen. And if it means that I have to stay at the Capitol and harass them because I'm really good at it. That's why I'm running in the 82nd District in Meriden, because I believe in truth. I believe in justice, and I believe in the American way. Now, do I believe that we got some bad apples? Absolutely. You come in my neighborhood, you got some bad apples, and they're the people. But can we fix it? Yes, we can. And defunding is not the answer. You know what the answer is? Us sitting down and having a conversation. Us sitting down, learning each other's language. Because what I learned was, each community has its own language, its uniqueness. So if we sit to the table and we conversate about our differences and how things should be handled, then that's the better way, not defunding. So if you want to talk to me, that's fine. If you want to talk to me about defunding the police, ain't gonna happen. Because I don't even think it's worth a conversation. But I need you to come to Hartford. I need you to fight. Because if you give up this right, what else will you give up? So this is just the beginning, and it's going to be a long fight. Because you know those idiots that you guys put in office, not all y'all, think that they could do this behind doors. So I need you to call your senators. I need you to call your state reps. I need you to call your mayors. I need you to call your city councils and say, hey, if you do this, we're not voting for you. Get ready to get the hell up out of the seat, because you're going. And this is what I need you to do. I love the police. Support the police. Pray for them, because they need our support. And God bless you.
How about it, ladies and gentlemen? A loud round of applause for Ernestine Holloway. If you're in her district, vote for her. She came up here to talk to us. Great talk. Thank you, Ernestine. All right, stay in touch with me. I got to get your number here.
Yes.
Like Ernestine was saying, we've got to get to Hartford. 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on August 2nd. It's a couple of weeks. Join us. 12 to 2. That's all it is. It's on a Saturday. There's Connecticut Liberty Group is putting it on. There's a number of speakers. The only thing politicians understand is a show of force. You know that. Numbers. And there's a time when we can enjoy ourselves, and we normally do. Our lives are going along fine. But as Ernestine said, we can't do that now. We can't be sunshine patriots. Can't do it. We have to be warrior patriots now. We've got to defend our rights and our freedoms. We've got to get out there and fight so we can get back to enjoy the life that we had that is disappearing slowly before our eyes. I want to say thank you for coming. We have flags still over there. They're for free. We have little flags. There's water. I don't know if there's anything else left there, but whatever we have, if you took a sign from us, keep it, bring it to the next rally, go on our Facebook, on our email us, get on our list. We have, as I said, over 3,600 followers. In 2 weeks, we want to add you. Thank you again for coming. I appreciate it.